Hey everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan, here with another Plan With Me video in my B6 Traveler's Notebook that I use as a food tracker. So there you see my spread for March 26th through Friday, March 30th. And it's only partially filled out because I'm filming this on Tuesday and then I publish it on Friday, so you only see part of it. So for this week, I'm going to be doing something slightly differently. I've just been made part of the design team for Traci M. Reed, and she designs quite a few different kits that go on to Sweet Shop. So I'll post her links below, but I just wanted to show you how, even if you don't have a silhouette or anything like that, you can still print off her amazing designs and use them in things like traveler's notebooks and use them for things like food tracking. So what I have for you today here, I've printed off some of her papers. These papers normally print off 12 by 12, but I just printed them off on regular letter paper in my inkjet printer, and I love these papers. And then this was actually a sticker file, but I'm going to just cut them myself and then glue them on. Or these ones, these are the die cuts that I printed on watercolor paper actually, and then cut them out myself so that I would have my own die cuts from the sticker kit. All right, so let's get started. I'm really excited to be trying something completely new because, well, I mean, that's part of the planning and the creative process, is to just go outside of your comfort zone. So these papers are the Blossom collection from Traci Reed Designs at Sweet Shop Designs, and I'll include the links down below. But these are all printables that you can print and cut out at home. And these papers are originally 12 by 12, but because I don't have papers that size, I just printed it on a regular letter size paper. And then I'm just cutting them down with my Fiskars cutter. So you don't have to have all of the materials or all of the cutters and things to make this a really beautiful design. You can use your own cutter, you can use scissors, you don't need a silhouette machine. You can still make all of this absolutely beautiful. So you see me cutting down the 5 different designs of papers, and I'm cutting them down to fit into my B6. And I don't know if you can already see what I'm trying to create here, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. I want to try and do something completely different for my food tracker and make it look more like a scrapbook spread, because why not? Some people would think that's just way too much effort to put into a food tracker, but at the same time, if I'm going to put that much effort into a food tracker, hopefully that will translate into more of an effort in actually tracking my foods and staying on plan this week. So there, I'm arranging the papers and layering them. And as you can see, I put the solid colors and rotating them with the actual design, and I love the way that looks. So what I'm going to do now is just glue them down. Me with my trusty glue stick here. I don't have a glue gun or a glue holder or anything like that, so I'm just using a glue stick, which works absolutely fine. And the type of paper that I've printed these on is 28-pound paper, and it's the Hammermill paper, I believe it is, which I'll leave a link to that at the bottom as well. And so far, I am loving this. I'm loving the thickness that it adds to my insert. And I think it worked out well that this is also the middle insert, that I don't have to do this on 2 separate pages, that this is all on 1 page. So that last strip goes over the edge of the page. So I'm just going to cut that off with my Fiskars blade here. And just look at that. Just putting a bit more glue down on certain pieces. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to still use this same format, but it won't really be bullet journal type now. This time I'm going to take this paper and measure out how big the squares are and cut out the squares myself. going to try and speed through this part of the video a little bit quicker, just because all it is you see me do is cutting down these strips into the appropriate sizes. So as long as you know the sizes of the squares, then it's easy to create a spread like this with scrapbook paper. I'm just cutting these out. And then what I'm going to do is just try and figure out how far on my sheet I should spread them out, and realize that yes, while there are 5 different scrapbook pages, I actually need 6 columns. So just cutting a few more. And this is going to be a bit different from a regular scrapbooking page, just because I still need the functionality. I'm still going to use this as a food and fitness tracker, but I wanted to try something different in terms of the design. So just laying out the different squares, and that first row is going to be for tracking breakfast, and then the last one on the pink there will be tracking my weight for the week, and using my ruler to make sure that they are all straight and evenly spaced. This is the hard thing about actually doing this on here, is that you don't have the dot grid to make sure that all of these squares are evenly spaced, but at the same time it kind of adds a bit of character to your overall spread if it's not perfectly straight. And at the end of the day, I don't really mind. So that middle row for the lunches, and then the third row for dinners, and then that final row on the bottom will be for fitness. And those boxes are going to be slightly smaller. And then this strip here on the side will be for my dinners. I love that the Fiskars blade has a ruler on it. It just makes cutting things down so much easier. So this file here is actually a sticker file, and I've put this, instead of putting it on sticker paper, I've put it on watercolor paper because that was the thick paper that I had, and then just fussy cut them myself to create die cuts that I'm going to place around. So this die cut up at the top is where I'm going to write the week. Using my Tombow brush pen and then my Sharpie pen. And then I'm going to write the days of the week in the corners of the boxes here. I love getting the opportunity to practice my brush lettering. So I'm just going to try and place the die cuts around the spread here in places where I won't need as much of the space. So that last box in the corner there is where my weigh-ins are going to go, my weigh-in is going to go. So I have a little bit of room to play with die cuts in that corner. And then play with some die cuts at the bottom. I apologize that this is off screen here. But the design of this paper kit is just gorgeous, and there's so many things that you could do with it. I love how the papers just go so well together, and this pastel color is just perfect for spring. The point of this whole Plan With Me video is to show you how you can use materials like a paper kit and print it yourself to make a spread like this. This did take me a little bit of extra time to do, but I love the end result. And for me, I've created something that is special for me, but is also still functional. And I'm going to go back and do things like this again just because it was so fun. And I love expanding my creativity like this. So I'm just going to measure out where the lines are, and that's where I plan my dinners for the week. When it comes to meal planning, I only plan out my dinners. I choose 2 or 3 recipes for the week, and then my lunches and breakfasts are normally the same. So meal planning 101, very easy. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you liked this video, please leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.